Hello, everyone. Today I'm going to talk about homeschool versus regular schools. I'm going to talk about some advantages and disadvantages that both have. So the first thing that I want to talk about is the exact definition of what is homeschooling. You know, According to the Cambridge Dictionary, the exact definition for homeschooling is the teaching of children at home. And on the other side, we have, the regular schools, the ones who the majority of the kids are sent, information that I want to like clear up. I took my information from a website called Texas Homeschooling, and the information that they talk about is from a survey that the National Household Education did. So the survey represents 53.3 million of students that are either homeschooling or in a public or private schools, and that includes also like their parents. So on the survey was made through the years of 2015 to 2016. So the first thing that I want to talk about is the benefits that homeschooling have. Homeschooling have many different benefits, but the most common are the lack of peer pressure. According to the Texas homeschooling, homeschooling sustainably limits and has the potential to even complete out the chance of negative peer pressure. And no, this is kind of obvious because basically you are alone with your teacher at your house, in which, by the way, is a place where the majority of the people feel safer. So that is a common benefits that have homeschooling. Also, another benefits that homeschooling have is the lack of substances. According to Texas homeschooling, avoiding opportunity for the drug and alcohol abuse is another top reason why parents choose homeschooling. So I think that because you are in your home and basically your parents are the ones who are keeping like your progress and what you do. It's easier for parents to know if their kids is using illegal substances or not. And besides that is it's much easier to get all of those substances in a school than in your house. So also homeschooling have the benefits of no risk of violence. So according to the Texas homeschooling, the last sub reason why parents in the study choose homeschooling was because they felt that it gave their kids a safer environment. So that is pretty obvious because then the statistics of bullying have been increasing in the United States, drastically through these couple of years. Besides that, I think that school violence have existed, many years ago. So I don't think I don't say I'm not saying that kids should deal with it, but it's one of the major reason why parents decide to put their kids in homeschooling than to send them to a regular school. Now we come to the bad side, because as everything in life, there's a good side and a bad side. Now, some disadvantages that homeschooling have is the lack of socialization. According to Hello Genius, homeschooling kids are lose the building community when homeschooling versus traditional schooling, where children are likely to make friends that could last forever. So that is also a pretty obvious disadvantage of homeschooling because, as I mentioned before, you're basically alone with your teacher in your house. So you pretty much don't get the chance to meet new people or to have a nice chat with someone. So that is something that I think that it's a good thing about regular school is that you're able to create bonds and meet new people. So another homeschooling disadvantages is that it is not cheap. According to MIV organization, the cost of hiring a homeschooling teacher obviously depends on the experience and the skills and the curriculum that the teacher had, the raise can come to from 26 to $40 per hour. So, but even though, however, some of the best tutors and teachers with more experience and qualification can charge us $85 per hour. So what this is telling us is that homeschooling is not cheap, and that it's not available for everyone. And you know, and coming from someone who comes from like middle high, so economic society, that is pretty expensive. Taking into consideration that your kid will spend like 4 or 5 hours a day with that teacher. So I think that is one of the things why the majority of the parents choose not to do homeschooling, because it's not cheap. Now we come to the regular schools advantages. Regular schools have many different advantages, and that's why the majority of the people prefer them. So the first one is that the school have all the tools that the kids need to have a better like, performance, or have 100% productivity throughout the day. So according to Hello Genius, parents can parents can buy textbooks and other programs for the children who are studying at home, but the school has already easy access to many of them, and the school has libraries, computers, and connections for the resources of the school. So that is a really good advantage that school regular schools have. So the second advantage is that we have is that it develops your socialization skills. So according to the University of Punjab, schools is known for as a social organization because it's a school which provides you an exposure to all the students or educants, and it prepares the students to occupy a social role according to their capacity that they're receiving their school. So I think that school give you the ability to socialize, and and to create bonds. I think that socialization skills are really helpful. You know, when you finish school and you go like to college, or on a job, or pretty much in every different aspects of life. So I think that school prepares the kids to be to be like good speakers, to be like friendly, and know um make people talk to different people. So I think that is one of the best things that school can give you, the ability to socialize. No, no traditional school disadvantages or regular schools. You know, the schools have been the place in where the majority of the kids are affected by all the bad things that this world has. So the first one is bullying. According to Wynick, over 3.2 million students are victims of bullying each year, and approximately 160,000 teens skip school every day because of bullying. And I think that that is one of the reasons why parents are so concerned about sending their kids to those traditional and regular schools, because you know according to the statistics, bullying is like a trend, something that happens in every school. So that's one of the disadvantages that regular school have. Also, it is easy to buy alcohol and drugs. So according to the New York Times, many teenagers find illegal drugs more common at their school than at their neighborhoods. So according to the new survey that concludes that drugs are the barrier to better education, 41% of the high school students surveyed that they say that they have seen drugs sold at their school, that while 25% reported seeing them sold in their neighborhood. So this is telling us also that school needs a better management, or of the selling of drugs in their area. Not only to make a safer environment for their students, but also because illegal substances will only bring bad things to the life of those students. I'm gonna give like my opinion on this topic. My opinion is that they are both great options. But speaking from my own criteria, I would prefer always regular schools. And I say that because schools prepares you to life. To school, regular schools basically show you how tough is life, and then you will be judged, and people will make bad comments about you and your work. So I think that pretty much school prepares you to to the to how tough is life. So I will always prefer regular school for just that. Also, schools allows you to develop your socialization skills, which is also good for you when you become like a professional, or you get a job. You know, is one of the good things that a school can give to students. Conclusion. At the end of the day, this is a topic that no matter what pros and cons people give, parents are the ones who know what is better for their children. So I think that at the end, you as a parent knows what is better for your kids. So it will it will mean nothing if come. There are many articles saying that homeschooling or regular schools are better or whatever. At the end of the day, you are the one who make the decision. And besides that, this is the majority of the information is based from experiences. So I think that they are both really good options, and you just gotta you know take the reason to know what is better for your kid. Here's my references. Thank you so much.